Okay, now we're going to see something a little bit more complicated. We are still in the first topic, that is sequences. Okay, this is the initial points. We're still reviewing this. In the last video, I just presented to you these, right? Okay, just those simple general terms. And now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to give to you, and this is going to be page 3. I'm going to give to you the general term. I'm going to give it to you the sequence, and this is going to be the sequence. 1, 3, 5, 11. Go thinking, okay? Start thinking already. 21, 43, 85, and it continues, okay? Now, I'm going to ask you, what would be the general term for this sequence? Please pause the video, think, write it down, take a pen, okay? Take some time. Try to do, okay, if I add 2 in here, good. Oh, maybe it's 2. 1 plus 2, 3, good. 3 plus 2, 5, good. But don't say, okay, the general term is the previous term plus 2. Go ahead. 5 plus 2, it's not 11. Weird. It's weird. Try to see the relation between them, okay? And just pause the video, think, and then come back. Okay. I'm going to tell the truth, okay? This sequence, it is difficult. If you got it, congratulations, okay? And I'm going to give you one more hint, okay? Let's suppose you could not make it. This term, it is going to depend upon those two, okay? So, given an extra moment, the 21, it is going to depend upon the 5 and the 11. The 85, it is going to depend upon those two. Now, please pause the video again, try to think, okay? Okay, I believe you tried. For those that got it, congratulations. For those that did not, just keep trying, okay? That's how we get better in math. Like I say, there is no dumb or intelligent people. No, we just have those that pursue until they find, and those that say, okay, I can't make it. And there is those that even say, yes, I can't make this one. So what? The next one I'm going to make it. It's not because, don't frame yourself, okay? Don't frame yourself because you didn't do this one. Oh, I'm not smart, I'm not intelligent. There is nothing to do about it, okay? If you don't succeed today, maybe you're going to succeed tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Just keep trying, and you're going to get there. I promise you. Just keep trying, okay? And oh, but I have a friend that he gets everything right. Okay, good for him, okay? But I'm pretty sure that he's going to face some difficult, okay, sometime. Okay, no problems. Let's see this one. Let's think over this. What is going on here? Well, I told you that this one, it's related to those in here. Let's take this one. What is 21 related to 5 and 11? Well, okay, let's see. Maybe we can add 11 to 5. No, this is 16. Not going to work. Maybe, okay, one plus the other is not going to work. And what is going to work, it is going to be this one. If we just multiply this guy by 2, and if we just add with this one, we're going to get this one. You see? Multiply by 2. This is 10 plus 11 equals 21. Let's make this one, okay, 85. Let's go upwards. Well, I'm going to multiply this by 2. This is going to be 42. I'm going to add sorry, I'm going to add this one, 43, and in the end we are going to get 85. One thing, whenever you find a formula, please, some people say, okay, I got the formula, plus don't do this. It must work until the end, okay? Because there are some sequences that they trick us. They make us believe that up to here it is one formula, but when you go to the fifth or the sixth term it doesn't work. So just be cautious. So how are we going to write this formula? The formula for the sequence, it is going to be the general formula, okay? The general formula, it is going to be like this. A sub n, it is going to be 2 times A sub n minus 2 plus A sub n minus 1. Okay? And this is the answer for the problem. Yes, of course, it is a complicated general form. Because if I just continue to provide to you those general formulas, what is the point to get my classes, right? If I just keep writing this, I'm not going to force you to move ahead. And what I want to do, the aim of my class is to force you going forward and forward and forward. And then once we stop in our classes, you are going to keep going forward in another way. Okay? So this is a general formula, and of course this is a much more difficult general formula, because this relates to both those previous terms, but the point is there is no limit to create a general term for a certain sequence. Now let's see another type of general terms, because so far we have just defined a sequence based in one line of general formula. Sometimes our sequence can be given, let's take this pen, okay, let's see another type of sequence. Maybe our sequence is going to be this: if n is odd, we are going to follow this an. This is n for odd numbers, okay, odd terms, okay. N must be odd. An, it is going to be a, let's see one thing. Okay, let's just continue. Now an, it is going to be a sub n minus 2, and this we're going to go to the second power. And if n is even, okay, the even terms, therefore an, it is going to be 2 times a sub n minus 2. Okay, but of course notice we can't get a 0, right? It must be a 1 at least, the first term. Therefore n must be good. Okay, it must be bigger or equal than 3. Well, of course I cannot use this formula for the first or the second term, and that is why, if this is the case, it must be provided the first and second term. A1 in this case is going to be 2, and A2 is going to be 4. Now you can do it, because you have the first, you have the second term, and now the third onwards you can just do it yourself. Again, pause the video and build the sequence. Okay, assuming that you pause the video. If you did not pause the video, please pause and I wait, no problems. Pause the video, remember, pause it. Okay, assuming you pause the video, let's keep going. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the odds. I'm going to make one color and the even the other one. So the odds are going to be blue and the even are going to be red. It doesn't have to be, okay, I'm just taking something easier. Okay, let's start with the odd, right? A1. A1, it is a 2. Okay, let's skip the even because I'm going to put it later. Now 2, first term, second term, third term. The third one I can compute using the formula. Okay, so A3, it is going to be what? It is going to be A3 minus 2. This is 1, right? A1, this one. Okay, so A3, it is going to be A1 squared. This one squared. 4. I'm going to put in here, it's going to be a little bit easier. So this is the first term, the second, third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh. I don't know if we're going so far, but let's just do like this. Always the odd numbers, right? 2, 4. Okay, what is the fifth term? Let's see. A sub 5, it is A sub 5 minus 2, A3 squared. 4 squared, it is 16. And again, okay, you can see that you got the sequence. We don't have to read it anymore. Okay, this term is going to be this one squared, this one is going to be this one squared, and so on. Well, 16 squared, if I'm not mistaken, it is 256. Okay, and those for the odd. Let's see the even ones. The first one, I mean the second term, it must be provided. Okay, this 4 in here. Okay, now for n greater than 3, I can use this formula. Of course, I should have put here n equal 4. Okay, but it must be bigger than 3 and also even. Bigger than 3 and even, it is going to be the fourth term. Okay, now A4, it is going to be twice A4 minus 2, A2, right? This is the second term. Twice this one. This is just 8. And again, A6, it is going to be twice A sub 6 minus 2 is 4. So this is A4. Twice this one, 16. Let's put in here this one. This is going to be 32. Of course, I'm not going to make 256 squared. Okay, there is no point doing it. If you want to do it, be my guest. But I'm not going to do it because the problem, the aim of this class, it is not to go and calculate 256 squared. And this is a sequence. But now, if you just ignore this, try to see here. 2, 4, 4, 8, 16, 16. I said, come on, double, equal, now double, now double, now equal. It makes no sense, right? But then, okay, what you have to acknowledge in here is that sometimes, and this is going to happen with some frequency, you have to relate the sequence like this. And this happens a lot. This is a trick that you're going to face a lot. Look, if you just look into this way, it becomes very easy, right? 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, so many times it's just like they have two sequences interchanged, okay, interconnected. Two sequences. Maybe this is positive, this is negative, positive, negative. So always try to see this. Okay. So this is so far I believe you are going pretty well. I'm going to show you just one more. Okay. Now I'm going to continue with this one. Okay. Let's see another example. Okay. This is going to be the last one. I'm going to show you in a different way. Okay. This is going to be an, because each time is going to be presented, okay, in a different way, and I wanted you to get used to it. An, it is going to be n squared, but for that n must be odd, and also n must be equal or bigger than 1. We have another way to compute. Another formula is going to be 2n. When are we going to use this the second definition? For n even, and also for equal or greater than 1. Okay, now please pause the video, think through. I know that at this moment you know what's going on, but please, just to know it's not enough. You have to practice, because this is what most students, they commit the fault. They know it. To know it's something, but to practice is another thing totally different. The brain works like this. We have our neurons, and the signal, okay, it is going into this direction in here, okay? And what is going to happens when you know that, let's suppose this is one cell, another cell, another cell. We'll have, okay, 3 cells in here, and for this information from this neuron pass to this other one, okay, you have the axons, and for this to happen they have to transmit the information to the next neuron. How are they going to do this? They have lots of branches, and those branches are going to connect to this one, okay? We have this neuron, we have those arms, and they're going to connect. And the more arms we have, the stronger the signal, the stronger the connection. And the more we use this path, the more you use this neuron, okay, this path to know the information, we actually start to build more of those legs in here. So the information becomes even more solid, because the more we use the neurons, the more we remember, the stronger the signal gets. Why? Because the more you use, each time you use this path, okay, this signal, more legs. I'm just going to go into details, but we have more of those legs that are going to touch the next neuron, and this is very important, okay? So if you just want to know something, just use a lot your neurons and you're going to learn much more. So just pause and try to do this one. This is not difficult, okay? And if it is, okay, be a challenge for you, no problems. Try to do it, okay? And suppose you already had your time, and now let's start doing in here. This is going to be the first, the second, third, fourth. Okay, let's make some. I believe it's more than enough. Let's close in here. Well, the odds, I'm going to use this symbol in here, right? Okay, and even I'm going to use this symbol in here. Now, let's start with the odds. N equals 1, right? Oh, and down here I'm going to write first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and so on. The term, right? This is n equals 1, n equals 2, and so on. Okay, let's start with the red one. Well, n equal 1. 1 square it, always the odd, okay? 3 square it, 5. Why am I squaring? Because I'm just using this formula. This formula I'm only allowed to use for odd numbers, for odd terms, okay? 3, 5, 7, and when n equals 5, a5, it is 5 square it, 25. 7 square it, 29. 49, I'm sorry. And now let's go to the even ones. The even ones, you just have to double the value of the n. If n equals 2, this is just 2 times 2, 4. If n equals 4, a4, it is 2 times 4, 8. Just double this number. This is going to be 12. This is going to be 16. Okay? No problems. So that's it for this part.